Hey, what's good, everybody? I wanted to do a special all signs reading. As you know, today Pluto went into Aquarius. Pluto rules Scorpio, so death, death and transformation. It's gonna be, I believe, in um Pluto's gonna be in Aquarius for the next 20 years, I believe. Pluto in Aquarius. Let me see. For how long? So, yeah, for about 20 years. So I'm gonna do a reading, basically what you can expect, right? What your sign can expect to, what's gonna be your biggest obstacle? How's that? What's gonna be your biggest obstacle during this time of Pluto being in Aquarius? And any advice, right? I think once you know already the obstacle, the advice might kind of be common sense, but I'll ask anyways, right? Let's see if any of your ancestors want to come through. I'll ask some angel advice, right? And yeah, right. I'm very connected to death astrologically, not in the traditional zodiac, right? But in the zodiac of my ancestors. So um, you know, yeah, I'm curious to see what messages come through. So on that note, I'll try to put all the timestamps, right? Um, I'm excited about this time, right? I really enjoy transformations and all this and that. So let's get it started, right? So I'm gonna start off with Aquarius just because, right? Pluto in Aquarius. And then I'm gonna go in order from there, right? Come all the way around. So first, let's start off with the angel message, right? This angel tarot deck is not really like the traditional tarot deck, but let's see what they gotta say. So for Aquarius, right? What's gonna be the biggest obstacle for Aquarius in this you know, for the next 20 years? And hopefully, you hopefully you don't wow, this was crazy. I haven't seen this card before, but damn. Wow. Check that out. What in the world does that even mean? God, protector, and savior. Eight of swords. Mebahal. I think that's Gemini, right? The eight of swords in the traditional tarot, but uh truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. Damn. So maybe it's gonna be about being very aware, maybe people that just want to come around you, whether you have fortune or not, right? A time is for some, for some of us, time is more valuable than all the riches in the world, right? Different things. So whatever it is, right? Your heart, your time, your energy, God protector and savior. So that's gonna be the obstacle, I guess, having to stand your ground, maybe, right? If, not to be all, I'll let the cards speak, right? But Eight of Swords, God protector and savior. Number 14. Wow. Truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. Bam. I don't know if that's ripping the head off and being like, see, I told you. The way it's just holding on to the head, looking at it like, what'd I tell you? And they're like, oh, or I don't know. It's crazy. Right? Like I told you, don't mess with me. See, it looks like a little cherubim, right? Cherubim, however you say it. Like, right? Like, hey, just because I look all sweet and cuddly doesn't mean, you can mess with me. What I tell you, right? Don't make me pull out one of my eight swords and bam, wow. All right, so hey, Aquarius comes in swinging, or it's trying to tell you, like, hey, that's gonna be your biggest obstacle. So let me see, let me clarify. You know, what in the world? Hold on 1 second. My microphone got disconnected for some reason. Let me check this out. Okay, my microphone had got disconnected. I don't know, but that's cool. I don't want to take too much time on these readings as I am doing all the 12 signs. So let me see. So anything else Aquarius needs to know, right? If that's gonna be the biggest obstacle, having to stand your ground, right? Setting up those boundaries and just kind of sticking to them. What what? Okay, let me see. Look at that. Nine of Wands. Distance, needing space to roam. Tired, guarded, persistence, setbacks, final push. I like that the symbols look like an 8-8, right? But yeah, it says Sagittarius, so Nine of Wands, Sagittarius, but maybe it's an Aquarius dealing with a Sagittarius, I don't know, but distance, needing space to roam, tired, guarded, persistent, setbacks, final push. Maybe you're directly dealing with someone, a fire sign, Sagittarius, and you need to set those boundaries, right? You need space. So I think that's what it is, right? Before whether male or female, right? Before you get caught up in some violence, right? You know your limits. Yeah, no. Okay, anything else Aquarius needs to know about that? Anything else Aquarius needs to know about that? Let me see. Okay. Oh, this is an Aquarius card. I think it might be, right? Oh, Ace of Swords. That's it. Clarity, truth, enlightenment, communication, information, new idea, vision, expansion. Who knows? Maybe this is confirmation for you, right? Clarity. Maybe you need to sit alone for a little bit to be really clear, right? Maybe for some reason you're just not seeing you're not having the clarity, or you're about to get the clarity, right? Maybe you're about to get the clarity. And like I said, don't just base it on this, right? Obviously, right? This is a reading, and obviously everyone's situation is gonna be different. But whoever connects to this, clarity, truth, enlightenment, communication. So by all means, right? Like you know, don't just base things on you should know, right? Or whatever. Ask for clarity. Maybe like I said, this is your confirmation or something, right? Um, okay. Anything else? Anything else? Let's see. What can they look forward to then? What can they look forward to if they overcome these well, I think like nah, I shouldn't really ask that because obviously something's gotta be surprises, right? Right. Let me see. It looked like one flipped over, but I don't know. I think it might have already been in the deck like that. Okay, let me do this. Since I am talking about this, might as well use this astrology deck, right? And then we'll go into a message from a loved one, and then that's it, right? Let me see. Whoa, complexity. Kunks or Quinn. I don't know how to pronounce that. Complexity. Irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, transforms. I don't know. I don't know if this is similar to what you're dealing with, or if that's your energy. If this is your energy, then maybe this is your obstacle, right? Changing that. Maybe you get irritated easily and you're the complex person, right? They say that about Aquariuses anyways, right? That they're like the out the box thinkers and this and that. So, you know, maybe, yeah, it could be. I mean, hey, my gut kind of lit up with that. So, always be willing to look at yourself too, right? If you want to move forward, always be willing to look at yourself, right? Because, whoa, that one just flew out. Because if not, wow, okay, it came out again, Sagittarius. So the Voyager, Sagittarius, enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, seeking, happy-go-lucky, adventurous, honest, bareback. Damn. Unbridled, the experimental, lucky, traveling, risk-taking, tactless, self-righteous. So is that a unicorn or is that just a regular? It almost looks like a unicorn now. I don't know. Sometimes people come into our life for a reason, right? I know this is Sagittarius energy. Oh, well, it's acid. Yeah, that's right. I was saying maybe you feel like you need space and this and that. And then Sagittarius, maybe that's why you need space because you're trying to figure out what you want, right? And you're in some kind of independent. Oh, so yeah, you know, if you don't have boundaries, then it's time to set them up, right? Um. Okay, so I'll just get one more from any departed loved one, ancestors, anyone that wants to come through, and then that's it. That'll be it for Aquarius. Okay. Let me see any message from any ancestors, loved ones. Whoa. Wow, this card just loves to come out, doesn't it? This came out Familia. I've already read it before, but I guess I'll just read it again because I don't have it memorized yet, but 16 Familia. Obviously your family's with you, right? Familia. Your family's with you, they got your back. Where'd I leave my little book? Oh man. Oh, okay, there it is. Familia. Shoot, I think my glasses got bent a little. All right, so Familia, number 16. Familia, lean on those who love you, and when you're able, return the favor. Just reach out of your mountain nest and give one more strike of prayer, one more strike of action to all your stakes holding your tent down on the mountain. You will be all right. You are well provisioned, with greater as consult and humility as North Star at the center. Those create time and again. True self, the cloud people. Greater your antepasados, your night dreams, the beings covered in feathers, your santitos, your angelitos, your guardian angel, your ancestors, your dirt, your water, your seeds. You have a legion of kith and kin with you. Turn to them, they will guide you true. Dr. Clarissa Pincola Estes. Message, my love. Please know that if I had it my way, you would never have had a moment of sadness, grief, or heartbreak. If I had it my way, you would have been privy to the breathtaking splendor of the heavenly realm that embraced me at the moment of my passing. If I had it my way, you would have seen and felt the love that enveloped me, that envelops us all. I want to validate the sorrow you must be feeling in my absence. There is a severing of energetic cords to the earth plane, when we transition to the other side. Like trees that share the same root system, when one is cut, the entire grove grieves. Until those links are reconfigured, you might feel like a part of you is gone, but I'm not gone. I'm just acclimating. Call on me when your other family members in call on me and your other family members in spirit, whether blood related or not, when you need help with particularly challenging issues, like pronouncing that word, with particularly challenging issues with your earthly relatives. It's our joy to help you navigate deeper connections so you may trailblaze a more abundant, original, soulful path for yourself and our family than any of us have ever known, right? Here's the mantra. I pay homage to my relatives by living my most soulful life. I pay their blessings back to my family of origin and forward to the family of my creation, right? So that's it for Aquarius. Hopefully that helps in some way, right? That's kind of for the next 20 years. Hopefully you get the message sooner, right? Like hopefully you're able to set those boundaries if that's what's going on, right? That's gonna be your biggest obstacle. Knowing when someone's trying to use you, knowing when, kind of who to allow in your circle, right? Your sacred space, in other words. So on that note, thank you, Aquarius. And now I guess I will go on to Pisces. Hey Pisces, hope you are all well. So let's see what the angels got for you, right? So this is what the angels, damn, and it just is that, oh no, it said Pluto was in Capricorn, right? So okay, here we go. So this is for Pisces, the god of Trinity. Look at that. It looks all boo. It looks very Piscean. I don't know how to say it, right? Look at very Pisces like, right? I'll say it like that. Four of Swords. Ha ha hell. Ha ha hell. I'm sure you that's not how you pronounce it, but whatever. The God of Trinity, 41. Damn, man, wasn't the other one 14? So that's funny, the 4-1, which is 5, which is changed. So that's interesting. Mission protects against slander and impious people. So there it is, right? Look at that. Bam. And it's like resting on a lion, right? Look, I like that it has feathers too. It looks like it. It's a beautiful thing. So there's a mission for you. Damn, Pisces, you're on a mission. So you got something to do. All right. Let me see. I kind of feel like I need to pull another angel card for this one because you're on a mission. So I need to know what your mission is here. Wow, that was so fast. Alamaya. Wow, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Duh. Okay, Queen. That's right. Alamaya. 4. See, there's the 4 again. There's a lot of 4, 4, 4, 4 already. The hidden God. Look at that. Divine power guards against mental troubles. Wow. Maybe your mission is to help people with their mind state, right? I've dealt with just about every sign there is, right? So, in my experience, I don't know if it bothers a Pisces or not, right? You can tell me better, right? But I've interacted with Pisces that I don't know if it affects them, but it definitely affected me being around them when they would have their mental situations, right? And but I don't know if that was more emotion based, right? Because obviously Pisces, they're two fish. It looks like they're swimming in opposite directions, right? They're like a ball of emotions, right? And once the emotions go, it's over, right? They have to just go through the process, right? Um, and so imagine being able to conquer that and you help others after learning that, like to master whether it's emotions or your mind, right? Because it always tends to go up to the mind. So whether it started in the emotions, it's always like I've been around that, like and whoa, my whole head just lit up right now. It's like on my third eye kind of thing, but or maybe more the crown, right? But if you learn to master that, guards against mental troubles. Imagine you being like a guardian for others, right? Like helping them with their mental troubles because you learned that, right? Through trial and error. So maybe that's your mission, right? Because that's how it is, right? We learn more from so that could be an obstacle, right? So first for you to overcome it yourself. Because if you're still going through that, well, how are you gonna help others, right? And I mean, it might be a thing for life. Unfortunately, um, you know, we're born with certain things and that affects us and this and that, but you know, okay, let me see. Anything else that Pisces needs to know in regards to their mission, right? Let me shuffle this real quick just in case. Anything else that Pisces needs to know in regards to their mission? Pisces and their mission. Oh, hmm. Well, two cards came out, but let me see. It sounds very Pisces already. Page of Cups. Sensitivity, message of love, fantasy, pregnancy, surprise, and admire emotional sensitivity. But then there's this one that came out. Quick communication, rapid action, harsh words, reckless, intelligent, confidence. I don't know. Very strange, right? Are you dealing with a Gemini? That's funny, right? Because it's like it's like that's like the obviously right cups of water, right? So Pisces is a water sign. And it's like me, right? When I've dealt with Pisces, I'll be very blunt, right? So who knows? Maybe it's like I don't know if that's what it is, right? Delivering a message, being very blunt, right? But maybe the harsh words, reckless. Maybe, you know, let me see. Maybe it's not. Maybe don't take it so. I don't know. But they say you got a mission, so you know, it's really important. Like, if you are on a spiritual mission, right? Uh, if you are on a spiritual mission, look at this. Seven of Pentacles. Long-term investment. Hard work, possible delay. Saturn's gift, frustration, reward. Is it something that's just taking a long time? I mean, let me see. I don't see. I already feel very like you know what? Let's see. Let me get one of these cards better. Pisces are very spiritual, so they can be, right? They're just very secretive sometimes too. So, um, let me see. Let me do this card because this feels more like in the Pisces spectrum, right? Very mystical and like that. See, like the girl that's like all up in the clouds kind of thing. So I know Pisces will whoa right away. See? Rainbow waterfall. That probably sounds better, right? Butterflies, rainbow waterfall, miracles, right? Maybe you're going through something and you don't see maybe that, right? That's stopping you from the mission, right? Like you're distracted by things, right? Yeah, even like that page, she's all distracted with other things, right? Maybe that, right? Maybe, you know, you're very like it looks like that. Maybe with the opposite sex, male or female, whatever, right? You get very like, you know, excited and you forget about the mission. you know, I don't know what they're trying to say there, right? Rainbow waterfalls, miracles. I mean, there's a transformation there, the butterfly, right? How do I clarify that? I don't know. Hopefully it's making sense to you, right? feel like a good feeling though, right? Like a very my guts lighting up. So I don't know. Well, the question was about your obstacles, right? What's gonna be your biggest obstacle? So obviously there has to be an obstacle, right? So if you have a mission, and then that's probably the obstacle, right? Maybe you forget about the mission, you get caught up in relationships or that kind of stuff. So that actually makes sense. See, my guts lighting up. So I think that's gonna be your obstacle, right? With Aquarius, it was more like boundaries. I guess with you, it's about imagine it's like if you have a job and then they tell you, hey, this has to get done, and then there's a coworker that you got your eyes, or you two are over here flirting, blue, 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 and then, there's something that needs to get done, and then the owner comes in and they're not too happy because what were you doing, right? Um, so I don't know how miracles fits into the maybe it would take a miracle to get you focused on the mission. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. Who knows, right? But I don't know. I have a good feeling. I don't know. I have a good feeling, kind of like I don't feel like let me see. Let me use the astrology deck because if not, then I'm gonna forget to use it. Okay. So let me see what else. Any other message for Pisces? So that's it. I feel that's the message, right? That's gonna be your obstacle. There's gonna be times when you need to focus on the mission, and if this resonates with you, maybe you don't feel like you're like, hey, I don't got a mission, or hey, maybe your mission is making sure your family's in order, this and that, right? Like making sure this, that, or your job, or this or that, right? Only you know, right? Whoever this is, whatever Pisces is listening to this, and I feel spiritual though, so I would say you gotta, oh yeah, from the beginning, duh. What am I talking about? It talked about that, like maybe helping others with their mental situation. I don't know. This one doesn't want. Oh, right when I was about to put it down, the deck. This one, fourth house, roots. Damn. So really, I was watching this movie earlier, and it really pulled on my heartstrings, and it had to do with like indigenous people, and I haven't been around it as much as I used to be, and it really called to me. So whatever your roots may be, right? Hey, maybe you used to be in the church, and that's your roots. Whatever, something that's gonna reconnect you to your mission, right? So we all have different, see, family, home, background, comfort, cooking, right? Hey, maybe you're a cook. You're gonna help people, right? Like while you're eating, and oh, this came out in another reading before, right? Because it's even like look at your ancestry, even, right? Like a photo, an old this and that, right? Family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world, real estate, shelter, self care, rejuvenation, habits, shout. Fourth house, right? Roots. Look at the bed. And it almost makes me think of, hey, if you make your bed, you lay in it, right? You made your bed, so you got to lay in it. And that looks like a comfy bed. So make sure you're building yourself a comfy bed to lay in, right? And since the ancestors right there, on that note, let me pull the ancestor card, right? See what they got to tell you. And then I'll end it on that note. So, any messages for Pisces, right? Any Pisces message? Whoa. Wow, esqueleto. 39. Oh, look at it feeding the little puppy. Is it a puppy? I don't know. It's a cat or a puppy, but that's pretty cool. Well, there's a yarn ball, so it looks like a cat maybe, huh? Cats play with yarn. And then there's a mouse, which is like the arch nemesis of the cat. So that's pretty cool. So let's find out, you know. And there's the moon, which is it's the a very Piscean. I don't know how to say it, Piscean, whatever. But all right, let's read what it has to say. 39. So I don't know. That's significant. Someone watching this is 39 or 39. Maybe your birthday's 39, right? That's Pisces, right? January, February, March. Yeah, 39. So that's funny that that one came out. Hmm. 39. Let me see. 39. Okay. Esqueleto. Connect with the essential. So this is a message from your loved ones, right? On the other side, or any ancestor, someone. Death is alive, they whispered. Death lives inside life. As bones dance within the body, yesterday is within today. Yesterday never dies. Luis Alberto Uria. Crazy, right? That's true. We all got death inside us in the bones. Message, my love. As you drop into the deep river that flows through the marrow of your soul to mine, you'll realize our love was and is more than skin deep. It existed long before this life and will continue far beyond. Let's get down to the bones of it. My physical form was a temporary container, a beautiful bag of bones with an expiration date, whereas my soul, the true me, is eternal. My message to you is one of remembrance. Remember that your soul lies hidden beneath your personality, just as your bones lay hidden beneath your skin. The more connected you are with the bones of our relationship, the more I will be able to help you stand when you feel weak, dance when you feel sad, and seek the light even when you feel it hardest to find. With grace as your guide, carry your favorite memory of me like a tangible touchstone. Allow this memory to become permanently etched in your psyche, sturdy and tangible. Keep in mind the fundamental framework that upheld our relationship, the core values we shared, and the beliefs we had in common. Unlike flesh and blood, these are the bones time cannot erase because that which is solid, real, eternal, and unbreakable cannot be taken away. And the whole time reading this, my whole stomach was filled with like butterflies. So I feel like someone's coming through strong. Mantra. I see past distraction and behold the bones of what is essential and true. Wow. I see past distraction. Wow. What'd I say? So I love that confirmation at the very, very end, right? Like that's the confirmation, right? Don't get distracted. Don't be all twirling your hair and you got a mission to do. So that's gonna be your obstacle, right? Whether for the next 20 years soon you how soon you get a hold of that, right? How soon you say, okay, I have a mission and connect, right? If you know someone that does the Akashic records reading or this and that and that and this, um, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It helped me a lot, learn about, things from past lives and this and that. And so on that note, thank you, Pisces. Hopefully that helped in some kind of way. You can always come back to it, right? It's gonna be good for the next 20 years. If you forget, the message will be here, right? I'll leave this video up. So thank you. And now I'll go to Aries. Hey, what's good, Aries? So we'll start it off with the angel cards, see what the angels want to tell you about your biggest obstacle for this year, right? What kind of things are you gonna face? Yeah, and then we'll see what you kind of got to do to, you know, to not, to overcome the obstacles, right? Okay. So, what's gonna be Aries' biggest obstacle in this next during these 20 years, right? What's the message for Aries? Message for Aries, right? Message for Aries. Message for Aries. I was gonna sing, I don't know why. Uh-oh. Oh, two. Right. Two cards. Two cards fell out. So I think there it is. Let's see what Aries. El 10 of Wands. Biggest obstacle, right? God humiliating the proud. Uh-oh, Aries. Aries, don't tell me you're being too proud. Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. Oh, my gut's lighting up. Man, my gut's on point today. Everything's like lighting up. So God, humility, and the proud. So I don't know if you're being proud, but I think this is what it's saying. You have the ability of spiritual communication, influencing religious men, teachers, teachers, influencing religious men, teachers, and men of law. So you have all this abilities, right? Look at that. 10 of Wands, 53. Or maybe God's gonna use you to do that, right? So, hmm. Wow, 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords came out. Lo Aya. Look at all those eyes. Wow. The marvelous God. Eight, and they're both eights. Wow. 8 came out in what was the first read I did? The Aquarius, right? 5 3 equals 8, 17 equals 8. And they're both 10. 10 10 8 8. Wow. That's revelation protects from sadness, gives revelations in dreams. Maybe paying attention, right? I want to say because I talked about the pride, right? I feel like that's gonna be your obstacle, right? Don't be too proud because let's say you're getting messages in dreams, right? You're getting all these messages and this and that, and protects from sadness. Are you gonna be feeling sad? Your biggest obstacle might be not to not be sad, right? I feel like this was both like your thing and your obstacles and your mission kind of thing, right? Maybe you'll be used to humble the proud, but you yourself gotta not fall into that, right? Don't be proud, right? And I mean, you could be so proud that you don't even listen to the creator, right? The spirit world, because you're over here busy being too proud, right? So, man, my whole gut's lighting up. So I want to say that that's gonna be your biggest obstacle, right? Aries. Interesting, right? Don't be too proud, Aries. So I could hear like a voice that said, like, I'm not too proud. Yeah, so don't be too proud. That's pretty interesting, right? That's gonna be your obstacle. Well, let's see. Let's clarify. I mean, I feel like it's pretty blunt, right? That's what it is, right? Don't be too proud. Because then you'll be used to humble the proud, right? But what's imagine that. It's like like when there's, let's say there's a crooked cop, right? A crooked police, and everyone knows they're crooked, and they're the ones over there trying to act like they're, and people are like, come on, you know? So there's things like that, right? By some miracle that happened once, like I went to Mexico. Real quick story, right? I went to Mexico when I was a teenager still, right? We drove over there to go party. So I must have been 18, 19, and we got pulled over. As soon as we got there, boom, boom, boom. And you could tell, right? They pulled over like 3 cars at a time, and you could tell they were about to jam us up for money. And me, I was just big mouth, right? Like, they could have probably made us disappear if they wanted to or something. But I told the cop, right? I was like, man, I can't believe you do this to your own people, blah, blah, blue, blue. And I guess I got into his conscience, right? Like, and then he gives me back my license and he's just like, in Spanish, but he's like, here, so you could see that we're not all like that, right? So in that moment, right, he didn't want, so that's how it is, right? Like, how can you be, but then I'm sure they want to get money from the other cars, right? And they let us go. But, sometimes it's like that, right? Like, how are you going to be used in one way if you're, dude, eight again. Wow. Eight just keeps coming out like it's strength. Brave heart. So you got to have a brave heart. Virgo, strong-willed, independent, end game. Think about the end game, I guess. Confidence, power, right? I don't know. It looks like a mate, right? Maybe you're gonna have a mate in your adventure, right? You could get strength from each other, right? That's you know. Well, it's a fire too, right? Aries and this is a Leo, but right, fire nonetheless. And then this one came out, Three of Swords. Heartbreak, sadness, betrayal. Oh, the other one was protects from sadness. So maybe you're sad because of something you went through and you're having trouble getting out of that energy. So that might be an obstacle that's preventing you from, because that obviously we can become proud when, but it's like, maybe it's a survival mechanism and then we forget to turn it back off, right? And then things like that, right? So heartbreak, sadness, betrayal, stabbed in the back, you know? I think at one point or another, we all Libra, right? Maybe you want balance, right? You're like, or maybe a Libra was the one that did that to you. I don't know. Take it how it resonates, but so that's gonna be your obstacle, right? Maybe getting over this betrayal so you could be on your path, right? Yeah. I think that's kind of what I'm feeling there. So let me pull this one and then we'll do an ancestor one and that's it, right? Ah, those good old betrayals, right? But maybe you already did the work, right? Because I think there was already the time of kind of healing all this stuff and maybe you already went through that. So much work, so much stuff. Let's see. Anything from the astrology deck? If not, cool. I'll go on with I feel like somebody's telling me we don't need this one. Something almost came out. One, two, three. Okay. So they're telling me, wow. It came out, right? Wow. Okay. Wow. Since your card came out, it said we don't need it, but it came out. So Aries, bam, the fire starter, right? Well, she's not naked because I know you two be, they do all this stuff. Active, self-starting, daring, fierce, assertive, fiery, exhilarating, innocent, on a mission, right? Bossy, driving, sparky, courageous, selfish, macho, impulsive, argumentative, competitive. So you got to decipher which ones you're gonna look at. See, challenge. Wow, it came out with that one. Square challenge. Creates tension, stalls, sounds the alarm, motivates, pressures into, frustrates, demands, struggles, reorients, hurts, works out, reconciles. Man, see, so many things going on there, right? I can see that, being prideful after being hurt, right? So obviously you're meant for something, right? It's like you got a mission too, right? Maybe the spirit world's gonna use you to humble those that, you know, but in order to do that, you gotta humble yourself, right? I feel like with that energy, no one's gonna, you know, no one's really gonna humble you, so you're gonna have to learn to humble yourself, right? That's the obstacle. That's what I'm getting. So let's see what your ancestors want to tell you, because if you're not gonna take my word for it, if you're not gonna listen to me, then you'll listen to one of your loved ones, right, on the other side, or a great grandma or someone, right? Someone that really is looking out for you on the other side. So any message for Aries? Let me see. Man, that's crazy. And the Aries card came out, so pretty interesting. Let's see any message for Aries. Ooh, wow, with the fire copal. I could smell the copal. There it is. I was like, wow, I smell more sage because I had burned some sage right now, but I could smell the copal now. Okay, that's beautiful. What a beautiful card. Let's see. All right, let's read this. Copal. Number 10. Oh my God. Wow. You got the tens, right? It was Aries or was it yeah. No, no. You got the eights, man. I thought you got the tens. Oh yeah. 10 of swords, 10 of wands, and now the 10 for Copal. Wow. There's a lot of tens, and tens is like, it comes after the nine, so it could be like starting something new, right? If you think about it, that's 111, right? The three tens. So, new beginnings, right? If you don't let pride stand in the way, maybe. 10, Copal. Inhale the earthy sweetness and let it lead you higher. The syrup of lilies hangs thick and sweet in the air. Its cloying scent, the traditional mask of death and rebirth. Its cloying scent, the traditional mask of death and rebirth. Ashes and incense, rain and dirt, and something like rosin. It's the scent Hector associates with God, the scent of heavenly things. Kimberly Morgan. Message. My beloved, developing our new relationship is about attuning to the subtle signs we give each other. Each time you take a breath and catch a whiff of my favorite perfume, tea, coffee, or favorite food, know what I feel, know that I feel you, hear your call, and instantly respond. From my perspective, I see a bubble that encases your human reality. It's like a gravitational field that preserves your thoughts and feelings to keep you weighted in the third dimension. The dimension I'm now in is on a more subtle, higher plane. However, when I catch a whiff of incense, candle, or copal lit by you, the aroma opens a door that bypasses the hurdles and obstacles that can make it more challenging to connect. The thin veil between dimensions dissipates, and we suddenly find ourselves in each other's aura with the sacred smoke from the copal, palo santo, sweetgrass, or the opening of a jar of my favorite spice. I receive the smoke signals, and before you know it, you'll feel me by your side. Ah, so they're with you. They're with you. Mantra. I am attuned to the subtle sensations, that's funny, that allow me to harmonize with my departed beloved and feel the love my soul craves. Ah. Hmm. So maybe it was about that heartbreak. Know that someone always loves you, right? I've said it before in other readings, when I've gotten messages from loved ones on the other side. Oh man, I can't even tell you. Even loved ones that weren't here when that person was born, right? Like they had already passed on. I mean, you can't even put it into human words, right? The love is so intense. So know that someone always loves you. And it looks like maybe you're about to start a journey of being more attuned, right? Or you've been putting it off, or you've been kind of pushing against it, right? But like everything was very synchronized, right? The tens and this and that. And so just know that someone loves you all the time, right? Don't feel like you're not loved. And let I think once you let that guard down, right? Not in a like that in a way to allow someone else to hurt you, but once you understand that everything that happened was for a reason, everything, you know, sometimes is divinely orchestrated to lead you on a path or to make you learn a lesson, right? You learn a lesson, right? You learn a lesson. So I don't know why I repeated that three times, but I'm guessing that was meant to be said, right? So on that note, I'll end it there. Hopefully, you got something out of it, and if you forget the message within the next 20 years, you can come back and watch the video again, right? It'll be here for you. So thank you, Aries. And let me start out on the next one. Taurus. All right. So this one's gonna be for Taurus. Let me see. We obviously start off with the angel deck for Taurus and see what the angels gotta say for Taurus. Your biggest obstacle. Biggest obstacle during this 20 years of death from Pluto, Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto and whoa, that was fast. Man, this one came out with two as well. Just like the other one. So for Taurus, biggest obstacles, right? Ariel, the revealing God, Knight of Cups, right? Wow. The revealing God. Perception and revelation. Discovers hidden treasure, reveals secret nature. The revelation. Hmm. And I like that this one's holding a torch and a sword, right? The exalted God, King of Swords, and Knight of Cups. Water and air. Knight of Swords. But he's holding fire to the torch and the sword. The torch and the sword, right? Wisdom and I mean swords also seen as communication, right? But victory grants victory and protection from lightning. Wow. And what is lightning? Something that strikes down really quick. The exalted God. Victory grants victory. Well, I'll just say what I'm getting real quick, right? And then I'm gonna obviously go to clarify because one thing I've known about Tauruses is that it feels like that. Like they have to see it themselves, or they just won't believe it. Like their mind, even though they experience, because the Tauruses that I have connected with that are able to understand the spirit world is the ones that have seen it, and then they know, right? Once they see it, they know. Then okay, but they have to see it themselves. If not, they won't believe it, right? They're like, no, their brain goes to the logical, right? Obviously, it's an earth sign. So their brains will go to the logical no matter what. Like it just keeps going back, right? They're very stubborn too. Tauruses are very stubborn with their beliefs. So they have to, it's like if someone else is trying to convince them, maybe like good luck, right? Unless they have respect and admiration for that person, right? But other than that, or something, right? Something, but it's almost like even regardless, right? They have to kind of see it for themselves, right? Because it's one of those. So the revelation makes sense. It means that maybe things will be revealed, and once they're revealed, hey, it's like once you see it, now what's your excuse? So I think this is gonna be a time of discovery for Tauruses, right? Maybe seeing stuff and having to understand that once you saw it, like, whoa, okay, wow, this one came out. I mean, I shuffled them, so strength, having the strength, brave heart, strong-willed, independent, endgame confidence. So I'll pull another one just in case, right? Let me shuffle like a little more because I don't know, I didn't feel I shuffled it, but the fact that it came out again, I mean, it makes sense, right? Having the strength, or maybe you're gonna be dealing with a Leo, right? A Leo's gonna come into your life. It's gonna help you see things, right? Although Leos are kind of similar too, right? They're a fixed sign too, and they'll be stubborn unless they see things too. I say that from experience because I've dealt with Leos, right? So, I don't know which one is more stubborn, a Taurus or a Leo, when they have a certain idea. So, let me see. Okay. Okay, let me see. Is it that, right? Did I get it right about or what's more their mission then? Just to see? Is that what it is? To kind of awaken in a sense? Is that what it is? Or clarify? Just clarify it then. That's what I'm gonna ask. Oh, okay. Wow, that's interesting. Very interesting that that came out. Temperance, alchemy, balance, healing, transformation. See, transformation. So there's something about that. Patience, options, moderation. And the magician, right? Maybe alchemizing yourself into something. Alchemist, genius, trickster, problem solver, fixer, jack of all trades, magical, right? Gemini, Sagittarius. All the elements are there, right? Well, fire and air, and Taurus, earth. I think water was there too, right? I think there's something in you alchemizing yourself, transformation. I don't know. It's let's see. See, Taurus is over here, causing trouble. Let me see. Any advice then? What's the advice for Taurus? Because I don't know. Okay, my head is connecting, so no. Well, this is Earth, right? Queen of Pentacles, luxurious, realistic, grounded. Stay grounded, restore motherly, homemaker, practical, organized. Stay grounded. Oh, Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn then, right? The end, that's a Capricorn, right? Capricorn, Capricorn. Staying grounded, but the goats always climb to the top, right? I don't know. Something in whatever you're doing. Okay, I'm gonna do one more from this angel deck because let me see. Death, God of the God, the end of the universe, endings and rebirth. Okay, so they're about like the magician and everything. Like you have to go through a full blown transformation. I think that's gonna be the biggest obstacle, Taurus, to really, even though you reveal things, you're still gonna be stuck and stubborn, and it's gonna have to take strength, right? Imagine. And that's the thing. See, if you don't do it, the universe is gonna make it happen, right? One way or another, right? Like I said, like Taurus is like, damn. Even when they see things, they become more open, but they still tend to go to logical things, right? Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity, right? Maybe that. Who knows? Maybe even something with your health and maybe you're meant to live a long life and you're stuck on something. Right away, what popped in my head is like that. It's kind of like when there's holistic ways, right? And someone's stuck and you know the doctors, you know how it is nowadays. I'm not gonna go into that because we all know like some things are not as trustworthy as we used to think, right? And things like that. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm not gonna go too much into it. Let me see, you know, let me see if there's anything with the astrology deck. Man, so I guess that's the thing, right? Your biggest obstacle is gonna be like a whole death and rebirth during this time. And hey, Pluto is that, right? So damn, I wonder if Taurus is gonna be feeling it big time, right? Like that's pretty crazy. I feel like I've already gone through all that stuff, so you know. I definitely don't envy whatever if Tauruses are gonna have a whole, but it's part of the whole thing. So oof. Ah, things just fly out. Uranus revolution. Wow, and look at it. It's like it's funny, right? Wasn't the other one wasn't it protects from lightning? And look at and hear the lightning striking. Wow. Can't even make that up. This is crazy, right? Look at wow. Protection from lightning. And look at the lightning striking down the flies. Wow, Uranus. Breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, humanitarianism, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, rupture, edge, diversity, lightning. But you'll be protected from it. So don't worry. Even though it kills off the flies, you'll be all right. Revolution, right? Ah, that's amazing. I love the synchronicities, right? Okay. So let me see what your ancestors gotta say, right? And I know if you're thinking, yeah, right, like your dead loved ones aren't gonna be talking through old stubborn Taurus. Let's see what your ancestors gotta say. Any message for Taurus, 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 Taurus. Any message for Taurus? Yeah, nobody wants to talk to Taurus from the other side. I'm just playing. Oh, oh wow! See, like three cards flew out. That's what I get. They're like, we all want to talk to you. See, don't feel bad. Talk to you. Oh, I can't even reach that card. I'm gonna do it though, because there's a message I want to say. Woo! All right. Okay. Let's see what they gotta say. Angel of Death. Wow. See? Bam. What a beautiful card, though. I love it. Angel of Death. Right. And so the theme. Oh, Esqueleto came out again. I know I already read it in the other one, man. Well, it's about kind of like that, right? I'll just read it. Man, Taurus, you're greedy with these no one else had three cards, right? And of course with you, three cards popped out. Ancestros. Maybe that's what it takes for yeah, that's beautiful. See, they're with you. Wow. I got a little chills right here. They're with you though. It's amazing, right? Man. Esqueleto. Ángel de la Muerte. I think that's kind of like the an ancestros. All right, let me read then. Taurus is over here. Well, it is what it is. I'm just delivering the messages, right? So let's start with ancestros. Okay. Ancestros. Feel the collective strength of those who paved the road for you. We never lose our loved ones. They accompany us. They don't disappear from our lives. We are merely in different rooms. Wow. Paulo Coelho. Coelho. I don't know. Message. My beloved, I come to you now standing not by myself, but alongside the many souls who love you. I speak on behalf of your friends and relatives, souls who trace back along your lineage to before time itself. Accept the enormity of our love for you and sense or feel our message. Hear us say, all we want for you is everything you want for yourself and more. We love you more than you can imagine. You are precious to us. We have your back, front and the rest of you. You are enough and you have what you need to create your most fulfilling life. Take a moment to look at yourself from my perspective. I know this might sound strange, but as you attempt to see yourself from my point of view, you'll access a higher and wiser perspective than your ordinary senses allow. Okay. I was like, don't tell me I'm not recording. I know this might sound strange, but as you attempt to see yourself from my point of view, you'll access a higher and wiser perspective than your ordinary senses allow. The ancestor point of view is one of unconditional love and support. And if I may toot my own horn, the wisdom available to me is quite stunning. We are not consumed by the myopia of earthly life, but remain in awe of the grand vastness of the non-physical. You've chosen this card today so that you might gain a glimpse of the ancestors' view while you still reside on earth. This is the sacred heirloom I pass down to you, and I hope with all my heart you receive it. Mantra. I revel in the collective brilliance of my loved ones who've gone before me, letting their love lift me higher, making me stronger than I ever could be on my own. Making me stronger than I could ever be on my own. I revel in the collective brilliance of my loved ones who've gone before me, letting their love lift me higher, making me stronger than I ever could be on my own. Okay. So that's that one. Let me see, Ángel de la Muerte. I'm gonna have to cut something short because what do you call it? Okay, I'm just gonna read the message then. Okay, because you got three of them, so I'm gonna read the message from the Ángel de la Muerte. Savor every fleeting, precious moment. Message. Beloved, please don't grieve for me any longer than necessary. As much as I loved every moment of being together in our physical incarnation, please know that I am free. I am now in an expansive state exploring the infinite universe beyond the physical. I want you to join me here in consciousness. You can avail yourself of this delicious wavelength while still on earth. A shift of awareness can pierce the veil. You've chosen this card because you are scheduled to receive the life changing message that you are a forever being with an eternal soul that spans the galaxy in unending grace, just like me. This life is but a beautiful blip on the radar. Life is fleeting by design so that we can treasure every moment without taking a single drop for granted. Even as we are now with you in the physical and me in the non physical, our connection is anchored in love. To step up the vibrational ladder from despair to hope, align your perspective so your challenges and blessings are seen through my eyes. Allow this view to entice you to exit dress rehearsal mode and enter showtime, where you give all the love in your heart to the ones you're with. And I'm gonna read the beginning just because I don't feel right now. When we behold death as an advisor and ally, we are reminded that every moment is precious. The moment is irreplaceable. The moment is a profound gift. Be alive here in this moment. With the angel of death by our side, there is no place for petty grievances, frustration, or jealousy. In the presence of death, we are reminded of the preciousness of the moment. Francis Rico. Okay. And then the other one was, how did it end? Allow this view to entice you to exit dress rehearsal mode and enter showtime, where you give all the love in your heart to the ones you're with. Okay. Mantra. In releasing my attachments, I can open my heart more fully. Wow. So maybe that's gonna be one of your things as well, right? Releasing attachments, it's gonna help you step into your purpose. And I'll read the Esqueleto 39. So one of them was 3, 5, and 39, right? 3, 5, and 39. Okay. So, and this will be it for Taurus. 39 Esqueleto. Connect with the essential. Death is alive, they whispered. Death lives inside life as bones dance within the body. Yesterday is within today. Yesterday never dies. Luis Alberto Urria. Message. My love, as you drop into the deep rivers that flow through the marrow of your soul to mine, you'll realize our love was and is more than skin deep. It existed long before this life and will continue far beyond. Let's get down to the bones of it. My physical form was a temporary container, a beautiful bag of bones with an expiration date, whereas my soul, the true me, is eternal. My message to you is one of remembrance. Remember that your soul lies hidden beneath your personality, just as your bones lay hidden beneath your skin. The more connected you are with the bones of our relationship, the more I will be able to help you stand when you feel weak, dance when you feel sad, and seek the light, even when you feel it hardest to find. With grace and as your guide, carry your favorite memory of me like a tangible touchstone. Allow this memory to become permanently etched in your psyche, sturdy and tangible. Keep in mind the fundamental framework that upheld our relationship, the core values we shared, and the beliefs we had in common. Unlike flesh and blood, these are the bones time cannot erase, because that which is solid, real, eternal, and unbreakable cannot be taken away. Mantra. I see past distraction and behold the bones of what is essential and true. So that's it for Taurus. Hopefully, you know, You got something out of it. I'll leave this message up for the next 20 years. If you forget, you need a reminder, you can come back and listen to this. Obviously, you know, it's about, once you're showing all these signs and everything, it's gonna be up to you to take it, right? To be able to embrace what you're being shown, right? But you're gonna have to go through the whole death and rebirth thing. So you'll be all right. Obviously, right? You have a lot of ancestors with you. So I think if you're about to enter into that time, you have a lot. You're the first sign so far that three cards jumped out for the ancestors and that are watching over you, right? So don't be afraid. It's a process. It's part of life, right? You'll be all right. So but that's gonna be your obstacle, right? The whole death and rebirth. So on to the next one, right? Okay, so Gemini. Oh, Gemini. I was actually gonna take a break before, I went into the next reading, but that's Gemini. Geminis have a dear place. Gemini have a special place in my heart. Good old Geminis. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Yeah. See, I feel like singing again. The ones I was gonna sing for were Aries and then Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Okay, let's get it started, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini. All right, here we go. I don't know why I have to say that so many times. Okay, the angel deck. Let's see what the angels gotta say for Gemini. Angels being you know, they got wings. Gemini's are an air sign, so all right, Geminis. Geminis. What message do the what's gonna be the obstacle for the bam, throw that right out, huh? Gonna be the obstacle for Geminis. Whoa. I don't even know what that is. Wow, is it a death one too? Oh, the Hermit. Bam. Wow, and that's why I'm probably getting it all out. Wow, the energy is like say it 100 times because is Gemini about to have to be in a little hermit mode? Word of God creating all. Wow, look at that. Out of all things, right? Gemini communication and the Hermit. Iabamaya? Iabamaya. 70. Bam, seven's a good number. It's like the God number, right? Word of God creating all. Look, it has the time, the sickle, right? Like everything, right? Oh shoot, I don't know. Hopefully that wasn't. I'm not gonna get flagged for that. Alchemy and transformation rules natural events, helps with spiritual progress. Maybe that's gonna be your toughest thing is knowing that you have to take time for yourself, to be alone, to really, you know, like look at how the reading, like I'm over here talking nonstop with the Gemini, 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 and then the Hermit comes out that, and then it's holding the clock and the death, right? All this stuff, like that's gonna be your tough. Oh, look at another card I flipped over. Wow, what's up with these? Did it flip over? I mean, it's flipped over, so let me make sure no other cards are flipped over. I guess it must have flipped over as well. Mikael, the Emperor. Wow. Like unto God. 42. Right away. Bam. 42 laws of Ma'at. All this stuff. To the Emperor. Political authority. Gives safe travel and protects against conspiracies. Uh-oh. Damn. So maybe. Hmm. Guess will others conspire against you, Gemini? Oh man. All right, let me see. So that's gonna be the obstacle, right? Maybe people hating on you, right? Doesn't have to be like big, like they want to take you out, but people hating on you, this and that, you know. Well, it could be in a sense, right? So it's gonna be the two things, right? But it's a protection, right? So you're protected. It's like I guess it's just letting you know, but you're gonna have to take time to yourself, right? Oh shoot, let me see. Gotta put these back in this other deck. So let me shuffle this one more time. Man, that's crazy, huh? Good old Gemini. That's gonna be your obstacle, knowing when to take time to yourself and go into that kind of mode, right? Into the mode of the hermit. Man. All right. So let me see. Whoa. Five of Wands. Challenges, obstacles, fights, petty arguments, drama, resistance, jealousy, right? Look at what I said about the conspiring. That's Leo energy. So you gotta steer clear of all this stuff. Don't get if someone tries to bait you to jealousy, all this stuff, don't fall for the bait, right? And maybe that's part of the hermit energy, right? To know when to, like, you know what? It's cool. I don't need to deal with this, right? I don't need to deal with this, you know? Man, King of Cups. Emotionally intelligent. You see that? Intuitive, passionate, devoted, faithful, leadership, reliable. King of Cups. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but I don't know. It still reminded me of the phoenix in a way. But a cooler phoenix. Ah, right? It's like like, right? Chill, right? Like, wow. Doesn't even need to just burn everything. It's very aware, right? Like the third eye is very open, right? And that has an eight in it too, right? It almost looks like 888 because it's layers of it. King of Cups, yeah. So, and it's what is that? Is that a Scorpio sign? So, Pluto, Scorpio. So it's during this whole the death of the old you to the new you, right? So that's what it is. Yeah, don't be baited into nothing. You're emotionally intelligent. You don't gotta lower yourself to anyone's don't get baited into anything. Stand your ground, stand in your truth, stand in your everything, Gemini. You already know what's up. You already look at boom, and here's someone like pointing to the head, like, you know, very emotionally focused, ambition, expertise, dedication, accomplishment, working towards a goal. So that's your advice right there. You already got things you're doing. Don't get distracted. Be emotionally intelligent. That's gonna be your hardest thing. Know when to go into hermit mode. Don't fall for petty fights or nothing like that. What is it called? Not my monkey, not my circus. How does it go? I don't even know. I think that's what it is, right? Not my monkey, not my circus, right? So you're gonna be going through that, right? Not my monkey, not my circus, right? So let me see what the astrology says. And on that note, like, oh, well, I'll do the ancestors as well, you know? And then I think that'll be it. Right. Let me see. Is that what it is? Oh, not my monkey, not my circus. Yeah. North Node. Wow, destiny. Go towards your destiny, Gemini. Don't get distracted by nothing else. Look at that. The Wizard of Oz hot air balloons. Bam. Right? Soul school. Bam. Learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, fruition, North Star process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, journey. I love it. Right? North Node. If you don't know what your North Node, look it up. It's very helpful, right? In helping you realize for those of you that don't know, because I barely learned about it maybe what 2 years ago or something, and it's about like kind of your compass, right? Where you're supposed to be going, your North Node, right? Like the South Node's supposed to be kind of where you were in the past life and this and that, and then the North Node is like supposed to be what you're supposed to kind of head towards, right? So this makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna do the the ancestors, the this and that. Let me see. Okay, so what do the ancestors want to say to Gemini? Gemini that has the destiny ahead of them. Don't get distracted, Gemini. Whoa. Familia. This one came out before too. Familia, right? So I'll just read it because, you know, 16 Familia. 16 Familia. Familia, 16. Lean on those who love you. Oh, that's a 7 too, just like the other one was a 7, right? Familia. Lean on those who love you, and when you're able, return the favor. Just reach out of your mountain nest. Mountain nest, right? The hermit mode. So don't ever forget to, even though if you go into hermit mode, then you got to come back and, just reach out of your mountain nest and give one more strike of prayer and one more strike of action to all your stakes holding your tent down on the mountain. You will be all right. You are well provisioned with greater as consult and humility as North Star. Wow. And then the North Node came out. Wow. North Node at the center. Those create okay. You are well provisioned with greater as console and humility as North Star at the center. Those create time and again true self. The cloud people. Greater your antepasados, your night dreams, the beings covered in feathers, your santitos, your angelitos, your guardian angel, your ancestors, your dirt, your water, your seeds. You have a legion of kith and kin with you. Turn to them. They will guide you true. Dr. Clarissa Pincola Estes. Message. My love, please know that if I had it my way, you would never have had a moment of sadness, grief, or heartbreak. If I had it my way, you would have been privy to the breathtaking splendor of the heavenly realm that embraced me at the moment of my passing. If I had it my way, you would have seen and felt the love that enveloped me, that envelops us all. I want to validate the sorrow you must be feeling in my absence. There is a severing of energetic cords to the earth plane when we transition to the other side. Like trees that share the same root system, when one is cut, the entire grove grieves. Until those links are reconfigured, you might feel like a part of you is gone. But I'm not gone. I'm just acclimating. Call on me and your other family members in spirit, whether blood related or not, when you need help with particularly challenging issues with your earthly relatives. It's our joy to help you navigate deeper connections so you may trailblaze a more abundant, original, soulful path for yourself and our family than any of us have ever known. Yeah. Mantra. I pay homage to my relatives by living my most soulful life. I pay their blessings back to my family of origin and forward to the family of my creation. So, on that note, Gemini, don't get distracted. Don't don't worry about anything. You know, when it's time to go to hermit mode, you go to hermit mode. Know you're protected. Know you're good to go. Anyone that conspires, hey, you got that thing, right? The death thing. So I feel like your ancestors will take care of it for you, but hey, right? It's like, don't waste my time. Bam. And look at, he has a sickle, right? So on that note, I'll end it there. Hopefully you got something out of it, Gemini. And on that note, I'll start with the next one. So next is Cancer. Okay, so I'm gonna get into Cancer, right? So I was just thinking of something. But okay, so Cancer. What's gonna be the obstacle for Cancer during this oof, Manakel. Seven of Swords. God nurturing and maintaining everything. Knowledge of good and evil. Appeases divine anger. Cures epilepsy. Damn. That's funny, right? Maintaining things. God nurturing and maintaining everything. Knowledge of good and evil. Okay, let's see another one because that's a little nurturing. I mean, cancers are thought of as like nurturing, right? So nurturing and maintaining everything. Too many things then? Is that what it's gonna be? You're gonna be trying to take on too many things. You gotta know, probably cut off things, right? Okay, so they did all. Well, yeah, they kind of do got their butts hanging out. So they're like three little angels, right? So I don't wanna. The raising God, strength, Hakamaya, loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress brings victory, right? Strength. So I think you're gonna have to have strength in this, but know that, like they got your back, right? The angels, right? It's victory from those that want to oppress you. So I think that's kind of the thing, right? To think I don't know. I feel that that's what I'm feeling. Like it's trying to do too many things. Let me see for my head's doing the little thing, so I know something wants to come through. Okay, so what else? The Cancer. What else are they dealing with? What else are they? Whoa, something flipped. Oh, Emperor. Father. Leader, boss, moneymaker, conqueror, head of household, decision maker, wise counsel. Is someone about to be a parent, right? Could be male, female. Moneymaker, conqueror. Is that why it said like nurturing everything, right? Is it that or being a parent, being the leader for Aries energy? See, nurturing, and then they're holding the whole like, but I don't know, right? Because it's almost like, do they feel stuck? Do they feel overwhelmed? The decision maker, the money maker. So that, right? Like trying to do everything, nurturing everything. So, I mean, what advice? How do they gotta cut something out? What's the advice for Cancer? Mhm. That's interesting. Marriage, is that marriage, financial security, family, wealth, legacy, community, home established? Is someone trying to do everything on their own and then it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe there's a Cancer and you have this opportunity, right? Maybe you have this opportunity to not be at it alone. And I don't know, you don't not for some reason. Maybe there's something, right? Like, right? It's a lot of times like that when the answer is right there and we don't want to take it, right? Like the story of the person that there's a flood, it's coming, and someone passes on a boat, and they're like, oh, and they're like, no, it's okay, God's gonna save me. And a helicopter comes, they throw down the ladder, they're like, oh, it's okay, God's gonna save me. And then next thing you know, they're in heaven, and they're like, oh, you know, something. I don't know why didn't you save me or something. Like, dude, I sent you the boat, I sent you the helicopter. Like, what the hell? Like, so sometimes, I don't know. Like, I guess whether male or female, right? Maybe there's something there, right? Where you have the opportunity and that's your obstacle, right? Like you're not like imagine everything has a compromise, right? In life, right? Because sometimes I trip out on this, right? I'll see like relationships and there's someone that'll go to a job, they'll be humble to the boss, to this and that, but yet will go home and treat their significant other like crap, basically. So it's like make it make sense, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like here, like I don't know, someone has to kind of hopefully that makes sense because for me it like sounds very common sense, right? Like to that. I was even watching this show where they do that, right? I was like, what in the world? And then it was like the wife would go and she'd like always yelling at the husband, this and that, and then she'll go home. I mean, she'll go to work and then she's very like you know, towards like the employer and this and that, right? So there's things sometimes we can make things work and we choose. So I feel like obviously this is all about the obstacles, right? So maybe there's an obstacle there, right? And you have the help. It's just like, are you willing to compromise to like know, like you don't even have to do things alone, but if you do, it's gonna be something to do with you, right? Like most of us will, like most people do have, and when people have that, oh, it's my way or the highway attitude, like forget it, right? Like I wouldn't deal with that. I'll tell you that right now. I don't deal with it's I don't deal with the it's my way or the highway type people, right? Oh man, my microphone, I don't think it's on, so let me see what's up with this. Okay, hopefully you were able to hear me because it looked like my microphone wasn't on. So I'm hoping it was recording through the computer. If not, I'll redo it. So yeah. So anyways, so Cancer, let me see what else for Cancer. So I think that's gonna be your obstacle, right? Another Aries sign. Queen of Wands, ambition, business leader, natural lover, organizer, bossiness, confident, sexy. Maybe that's what it is, right? You have that energy. But in doing that, right? Obviously, when you try to take on too many things, you could get overwhelmed and you have the help. It's just gonna be up to you, right? I think that's gonna be the obstacle. Let's see. Okay. Let me see the astrology deck, and then I'll do the loved ones. The loved ones. Yeah, so don't hey, you got 20 years to fix it. So hopefully you'll get it right within the next 20 years, but it don't gotta be that complicated, right? You could get it right, you know. If human beings could only learn to throw that ego aside, or things like that. Things like that. So, conjunction, empowerment. So what does that mean? Conjunction, empowerment. Almost looks like a key, but I'm not sure. Combines with what I say, right? Like enhances, strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, authorizes, allies with, concentrates, saturates, overrides, overwhelms. Conjunction, empowerment. So I think that that's what it's about, right? You have that. If you're one of those people, poor me, everything happens to me, but yet you got help. It's like the boats passing by. Hey, you want to ride in my boat? No, it's okay. God's gonna send something. Then the helicopter comes. No, it's okay. You know, don't cry if you're getting the help and you're just not willing to compromise, or you gotta meet someone halfway sometimes. Things like that, right? So you already know, Cancer. Don't be boohooing after if but you got you got 20 years, so hopefully you get it right. That's gonna be the obstacle. Look at that. Pidiendo calavera. That's like trick or treat, right? It's funny. But they look like they're laughing at like what I said or something like it. They agree with me, so I like it. So this is your ancestors, right? Cancer. This is your ancestors, the message that they have for you. 34, which is a 7, which is good. 34. Pidiendo calavera. Attend to your inner child's needs for sweetness. So don't forget that. Sometimes a child feels squeamish about death and admits to fearing skulls and skeletons. When this happens, I tell my pupils to touch their heads. Why are you afraid? I ask. When each of you owns a skull and skeleton, we all carry death within us. They all feel themselves and say, yes, it's true. We too are made of bones. Maria Antonieta Sanchez de Escamilla. Message. My love, imagine you are the mother, father, god, or goddess of the universe, and your heart is as big as the earth and sky, large enough to contain everyone and everything, especially the needs of your inner child. Consider that the quickest, most efficient way to heal your heartbreak is to put the needs of your vulnerable inner child front and center. Make time to indulge them today. Pamper your innocent self that loves without boundaries. Pamper your innocent self that loves without boundaries. Tend to the most delicate of your needs first, of your needs for rest, food, gentleness, and hugs. Oh yes, don't forget to play. It could be said that playfulness is next to godliness. Interestingly, when you tend to the needs of your essential self, you deepen your compassion and ability to give to others. With this in mind, be your own inner champion. Be sweet to yourself as you take baby steps, for they might just be the predecessors to quantum leaps as your soul evolves in this vast playground called life. The mantra, my child essence, the part of me who has never been hurt or learned to fear, is truly enact and wholeheartedly celebrates the magical sweetness available on all sides of life. My child essence, the part of me who has never been hurt or learned to fear, is truly intact and wholeheartedly celebrates the magical sweetness available on all sides of life. Okay, so it's like that. If you do want to nurture everybody, you haven't, you know, tended to yourself, then obviously you're gonna be burned out. You're not gonna, sometimes it reminds you of why you're doing it, right? Maybe you're doing it for that younger version of you, right? The one with the dream that, sometimes you could forget, like, why are you even doing this? And then you could remember, like, oh wow, like, it's for little you, for young you, right? The younger version of you that had these dreams and this and that, and and as you get overwhelmed, right? And when someone comes and offers help and this and that, don't you know, if you're already like, oh, my way or the highway, or this is what I want to do, and or this is what I've been doing, blah blah blah, hey, it's gonna be on you if you get it right. That's gonna be your obstacle, obviously. So, maybe you're not gonna listen for a while. Maybe it's gonna take a while, right? Not that you just gotta, oh, let me. Obviously, you have the right to vet somebody and see if, like, okay, is this person legit, or are they like, But if something's legit, if someone really is, and that's why I think also the inner child thing is tied in, because maybe it's trauma from your inner child, where you're like, I can't trust people or this and that, and it's asking you to heal that inner child so you can learn to trust, and then you'll get the help, right? Like, you know you won't be turning away help that's being given to you, right? Stuff like that. So, I feel like anyone watching this, right? I don't have to you know break it down Barney style or nothing. So on that note, I'll go to the next one. Thank you so much, Cancer. Hope this helped in some kind of way. And remember, it'll be here. So for the next whatever 20 years or so, you can come back to it, right? So let me see now. After Cancer is Leo, right? Let me see. I know it's Leo, but I just want to make sure, but it is though. It's Leo. So let me go to Leo then. Okay. All right, Leo. Let's see what message, what you have to overcome, or what's gonna be your obstacles for this you know, for this time, right? For Pluto being in Aquarius. Let's see what's gonna be the obstacles for Leo, right? Leo the lion. Uh-oh, Leo the lion. I hope it doesn't mean you gotta overcome lion or something. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Check it out. I don't know why I said that. Check it out. What was that about? That was so funny. Check it out. Oh, this came out before. I like it. The Empress, Mijael. Godfather, generous. 48, 12. 4 and 8 is 12, right? Let me see. Fertility, fruitfulness assures peace between married couples. Fertility, fertility and fruitfulness. Are you trying to have a baby or something? Is that what it is? Wow, I tasted something. It was weird. I don't know. Like something with food, right? But I said it before in the other time when this came out, how like it was a snake, and it was almost like something trying to poison her, and she's like, man, I drink this poison, like it ain't nothing, right? I transmute that energy. But let me see what it is. Is that what it is? Is it a Leo that's trying to get pregnant over here or something like that? Or trying to start something, right? Obviously, fertility in this sense can mean like you're trying to start something, and you know, is that what you're going through right now? Trying to start something new, a career, a project, something. Let me see. Okay, what other thing? What is it that Leo has to overcome? What is it that Leo has to overcome? What is it? What is it? What is it? All right, let me just see. Maybe that's what it was, like being impatient or something. And if you're trying to start something, watch it be fruitful, you got to be patient with it. Because I was like, let me just get these other cards, because this one didn't want to talk. So I'm like, maybe that's what it is, right? Hmm. All right, so okay, star. See, ideas. Aquarius, bam, Aquarius, right? Hope, healing, inspiration, wishes, renewed spirituality, individuality, creative thinker. right? 17, 8. There's a lot of eights. And we're still in the 8 year actually. Um, yeah, maybe that's what it is, right? The ideas and pregnant with ideas, but I mean, it could be however resonates, right? And I don't know, not being patient to see them be fruitful. That could be your obstacle, right? King of Wands. Ah, Leo energy too, right? Leader, center stage, controlling, focused, possessive, magnetic, independent, bold. I feel like that's what it is. You gotta be focused. Like you're made for this, right? The leader, the center stage, right? Leo's. That's what they said. Say about them, right? That they're good at being in center stage. So, but you have to be focused, right? And be bold, right? Be bold and focused. Like the Wizard of Oz. What did the lion wanted courage, right? Which sometimes I guess you would think that Leo's lion naturally, courageous, but I guess not always, right? Oof. Two of Cups. Is that what you're looking for? Are you looking for soulmate connection, love, in love, union, harmony, happy relationship, friends, reconciliation? Look at that. That's Cancer too, right? Two of Cups. But look at there's like teardrops. Is that what you're yearning for or something? Teardrops, and one of them looks like sweat, right? Sweat and teardrops. Blood, sweat, and tears. Is that what you're yearning for? I heard the song "You Can Have Whatever You Want" or like or what you can have. That's funny. That song popped in my head. Things just gotta be focused. That's it. So that's gonna be your challenge, right? That's gonna be your challenge. Like the star with all I mean the Aquarius, the star card with all the stars, right? The ideas. I think you just gotta stay focused. That's it. Don't lose that hope. Maybe that's what it is. It's almost like you got something, and at the same time you're thinking about other stuff. Like it's like the opposite, right? It's almost like the Cancer one was they have help available to them, but they're like they don't want it, and then Leo is like very, but they're over here like thinking about the love, right? Like that. Well, they say Leo rules the heart, right, or something like that. So I guess whatever Leos are gonna connect to this is gonna be hmm, let's see. See, I keep jumping from with Leo. It's funny. I feel like an impatient energy, right? Maybe it's not that bad. You just have to maybe there's a little courage that has to be something, right? Hmm. There's something there, Leo. Song popped in my head though. I know. I feel like it's not bad. Look at there's the eighth again. Intimacy. See, so I think you're craving love and intimacy and all that stuff. But I guess it's like everything else, right? There's work involved, kind of thing. That almost looks like the protection, right? Like the evil eye protection thing. Oh, look at oh, she's not naked, right? Because I don't want YouTube to be all. So let me just read the thing. Investments in intensity, contracts, sex, erotic capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini energy, stalking, the other world. Wow. So are you stalking somebody or someone stalking you or what's going on there? What's going on there, Leo? Hmm. Intimacy. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty obvious. Like you're craving intimacy. I feel like, and maybe you are stalking somebody and you're not making a move, right? Maybe that's why the courage thing came up. You got to be courageous. Yeah. I mean, it's always like, what's the worst that anyone could say? No, you know? So, okay, let me do this. I don't know why right now my eyes started getting tired too. Like, are you being lazy? Wow, maybe you're being lazy. You're being lazy. Like the lions, right? Like you're being lazy, Leo. Not that you're not a hardworking person, but with that thing that you want or something, like if it's love, right? 11, Cruz, right? And 11 is funny because you think it almost looks like, two, right? Like two people, right? Two, a union kind of thing, Cruz. Let's see what Cruz 11, right? It's almost like when they do the twin flame thing and it has like that, the 11 thing, right? Cruz. Resurrect your true purpose for living. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. You see? Anonymous. Message, my beloved, when you see this, when this you see, remember me. You've chosen this card because you stand at a crossroads in your life, and I hope you'll allow me to help you. So it's from your loved one right on the other side. I've crossed your mind for a reason now, so you can see yourself the way I see you. So you can see yourself the way I see you, perfect and radiantly magnificent. See, that's why that song, though, you can have whatever you like. You were born to connect the conscious to the subconscious, the ordinary on to the extraordinary, and the finite to the infinite. In this exquisite art form called humanity, imagine activating the Christ presence within your sacred heart. See, Leo rules the heart, and imbuing your experience in this world with love. See, you're craving love instead of relating to life from a mar- martyred martyred perspective because of your grief. Allow me to help you awaken to an inspired life in which you develop the ability to see past the illusion of fear and separation to the glory bursting at the seams. In other words, imagine if you could be guided by the compass within your heart. Hmm. When I cross your mind, honor me by making choices according to the loving way I see you. Through this practice, one day you will awaken to realize you are in this world, yet are not of it, living in the sweet spot where heaven and earth embrace. So many love things right there. So, the mantra, I outstretch my arms to embrace all of life, the material, the ethereal, and the radiant splendor that lies between. So, well, yeah, it showed someone hardworking. Like you can have it all, right? You can be a hard worker and you can make time for love and all this and that. So I think that's gonna be your obstacle, right? Thinking like, oh, well, if I'm just working, 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 like so you're gonna have to balance that out to make time for love and this and that because you're really craving intimacy and love, but you might be thinking, well, I can't stop working. I gotta work, 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 or this or that, or something like that, right? So there's like a balancing in that, right? And that's gonna be your obstacle for this next time, right? For this whatever, right? Don't let 10 years go by and then you're like, oh, all this time, like I just wanted love or something like that, right? So it seems like that's gonna be your obstacle for this next time, right? Oh man, well, this other one that came out, so I don't like to deny the messages. Damn it, Leo, you had to sneak one in there, right? Alma, which oh, I just interviewed, right? I interviewed Oh my God. I'm drawing a blank. Brittany, right? I interviewed Brittany that she spoke of Alma, right? But 40 Alma, right? That came out. Alma is obviously soul, so maybe trusting your soul, what your soul yearns, right? If it yearns for love, don't deny it. Alma, connect with your eternal aliveness. A great soul serves everyone all the time. A great soul never dies. It brings us together again and again. Maya Angelou. Mm. My love, the better care you take of your soul, the more able you will be to perceive mine. So take a moment to feel your soul today. One of the best ways to do this is by paying attention to your dreams, honoring odd synchronicities that make the hair on your arm stand up, and shining a light on rich relationships with your soulmates. Instead of falling prey to feeling alone or cut adrift due to my physical absence, be willing to develop the eyes to see and feel from a cellular level. When you do this, you will recognize how loved you are and burst with joy. You've chosen this card now because you are scheduled to receive the infusion of soul alerting, wisdom, power, and mojo that I have for you. It is being bestowed upon you now. Let the pain of loss be a springboard that catapults you beyond the tangible and three-dimensional to the magical, mystical, and metaphysical. To the magical, mystical, metaphysical. Breathe as the floor beneath you falls away and the ceiling above you dissolves. Fly with me on a cellular level across the cavern of loss, through the sacred meadow to the unified field some call heaven on earth. Few earthlings have ever dared to explore this realm. It is where you discover your supernatural gifts, the place of your alma, soul, and where you awaken to all you signed up to be. See, you signed up for it. Mantra: I am intrinsically inseparable, connected to my loved ones all year long, every day, in every way. Oh, so that's what it is. So the same, right? They're there for you if you need guidance and you're feeling lost. You know, you have your ancestors, loved ones there for you. So Leo, hopefully that helps. You know, it'll be up. So if you need to come back to it, by all means. And on that note, I'll go to Virgo. All right, Virgo. Damn, that one just jumped out. That was crazy. Virgo didn't even let me freaking start on. Bam, Virgo just wanted to get straight to the point. The Tower, Fire of God, Uriel. The Fire of God. Disruption, warns of disasters, aids in transformation. So, Virgo, are you going through a transformation? A tower? Are you about to go through the tower? Warns of disasters. So, is there something you're not paying attention to, Virgo? Warns of disasters. You're a tower and you know, that one didn't even let me but he just jumped out, so I had to take it. Let's see if there's another one for Virgo, because that one was kind of interesting, right? Did I show you the card? I don't even know if I showed you the card. I think I did, right? The Fire God. Yeah, I did, right? Disruption, one's disaster, aids in transformation. So you don't think I made it up? So you don't think I have something against you? Virgo. Well, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, like Gemini. Nah, look, nothing else wants to come out. Nothing else wants to come out for Virgo. Any other angel messages, or that's gonna be their obstacle. Let's see. Okay. The Fire of God. The tower. So that's gonna be your obstacle. I guess you just might be going through a tower, Virgo. Straight to the point. You just might be going through a tower. Okay, so clarify that one. Clarify tower for Virgo. Bam. Three of Pentacles. Oh, collaboration, teamwork, dedication, project, relentless, determined to succeed. Capricorn, right? Well, what is that about? Is it kind of let me see. All right. Clarify three of Pentacles for Virgo. Why is there a tower? What is the tower about? And then it's like collaboration. So what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it about Virgo? What is it about Virgo? Collaboration. Let me see. I don't know why that I think passion, new venture, success, good luck, creative spark, attraction, inspiration, wands. Ace of Wands. Look at it. Looks like a kid with a sparkler or something, huh? So maybe the tower is falling so you could start something new, right? Collaboration, teamwork, dedication. If there's something that you want to do, sometimes the tower hits so you could get on it. And so maybe that's your obstacle. Understanding that the tower is falling for a reason, right? The tower isn't meant to the tower that you're going through wasn't meant to cause you harm. It was meant to get you towards your purpose, right? So that's your obstacle, Virgo. That was your obstacle. Understanding that the tower was meant for you to head towards your purpose, right? And it seems like it's a collab. That's what it looks like you're going to be working with others. So maybe you were trying to do things alone too. Maybe it was kind of like Cancer, but there's something you're passionate about that they're trying to push you towards. That's going to be successful, right? If you can if you can go through it, but you got to move towards it, right? You got to let the tower fall. So maybe there's a tower that you're not letting fall, right? So that's your obstacle. Understanding that the tower happened for a reason. Bam. Oh, look at that. Well, this is kind of similar to the tower. There's been some cards where the tower is like the lightning strike, right? Bam. Oh, that's the original tarot, right? Like the Rider Waite, right? So revolution, right? Breakthroughs, brainstorming, right? The same, like collaboration, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, humanitarianism, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, rupture, edge, diversity, lightning. That reminds me of the tower, right? Uranus. The tower hitting Uranus. So you could get to the so you could get moving with your purpose. Or the next phase of your life, right? The new direction. Embrace the tower, Virgo. Embrace the tower. And the same, right? Like Cancer. It was like you have the help if you know, if you're trying to be like, oh, I don't have this and that, you actually do. Or it'll appear once you maybe the universe sees you moving. Yeah. So this is a message from any ancestors, loved ones, anyone that wants to say anything to you. Oh man, that one kind of just fell. I don't know. With it. So I'm gonna have to shuffle again. So me, yeah, because I don't feel like that song. me see. For Virgo, any loved ones that want to say something. Maybe I should have just taken those two, huh? Any loved ones that want to say anything for Virgo? Yeah, I should have taken those two. I think. Oh, okay. Wow. Nagual. 27. 9. See? 9 is the end. So the owl. Bam. That's beautiful. I love this one. 27. Nagual. See, it's looking at you like, hey, come on. Like, what are you waiting for? You already know. And that one's being a little more compassionate, but the owl's looking at you like, you know what I mean? Nagual 27, right? Nagual. Just a little. Oh, I don't know where I put my glasses. I don't know where I put my glasses. 27, Nagual. 27, Nagual. Plunge bravely into the unknown. You see? Tower. The Nagual is the unknown. It cannot be talked about. It can only be witnessed. The Nagual is the super conscious. It's nirvana. It's the unknown that cannot be explained or reasoned. The Nagual gives you the unknown. It leads you to the totality of yourself. In no way can words convey the Nagual, but they open up the possibility. They allow an admission on the island of the Tomal. Tonal. Right? Is it Tonal or Tomal? Tonal. Frederick Lenz. Message. Beloved, you picked this card because you are primed for a breakthrough. Whether you realize it or not, you are ready to shake the scales from your eyes. Take a deep breath and release the pain you've been recycling based on a belief in lack or that you've lost me. That couldn't that couldn't be further from the truth. The absence of my physical body is an invitation for you to become more transparent, to connect with me by more with me be by more deeply attuning to your psychic energy that perceives beyond density that perceives beyond density, right? My passing is your initiation into more profound healing, wisdom, and awakening. This might feel overwhelming, but if you think about it, why else were you born? If you search your memory, you'll recall that we made a sacred pact before we incarnated. So far, as strange as it may seem, I've kept my end of the bargain. Now the question is, will you? Damn, that's deep. I like it. Let your vision blur so you can see that what seems so solid in front of you really isn't. Everything is energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. Only change. By definition, I am still with you. Just in the new way that is up to you to perceive and believe. And when you do, you will know it. You will know it by the levity that will allow you to fly even while your feet still walk upon the earth. Yeah. I embrace the Nahual with a heart open wide and an even more open mind, learning, expanding, and perceiving the vastness of life on the other side. So yeah, everything yeah, let the tower fall, Virgo. So that's gonna be your obstacle. To let the tower fall and trust, right? Trust in the and remember what you signed up for because your ancestors said they have their part of the bargain. What about you? Are you gonna hold up your part of the bargain, right? That you agreed to before you came here, Virgo? So that's it for you. Thank you so much. Remember, it'll be up if you ever need to be reminded of this, right? This is for the next 20 years or so, kind of your obstacle. What's gonna be the main obstacle, right? So you know what to do. And on that note, thank you so much, Virgo. And I'll be going into Libra, right? Oh man, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right, hey, what's good, Libra? So I'm about to, see what is gonna be your biggest obstacle during these next 20 years or so, right? So let's see what the angels gotta say to Libra. Libra. What's gonna be your obstacle? Libra. Bam. Whoa, what is this? They're not naked in the middle, right? I don't know. There's like a little character in the middle. Let me see. The right hand of God, three of cups. I E E I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce that. I E I E L. What is it though? It's like all the little fires burning. Boo. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh no. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Wow. Fame and renown influences commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. Is that an obstacle or is that what you're thriving for? Right away, I heard the song, the Tupac song. One thing we all adore, one thing we're dying for. Nothing but pain stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame. So I don't know if that is a good, like, is that what it is? You gotta, is it forget about that or is it to stick to that? Let me see. What is it about fame with Libra? See, anything the angels want to say to Libra? Whoa, I just threw it out. They just threw it out. Uh-oh. Pulled out the big guns over here with Libra. Michael, who is like God, perseverance, success in conflict, overcoming adversity. So maybe that is what you want, right? You want to have fame, you want to have control over something. Influences commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. There's something you want to do, but the chariot, right? Was like conflict, overcoming adversity, perseverance. You're gonna need perseverance. And Gabriel, the moon. Wow. Gabriel. God is my strength. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy. Hmm. Man, you got the three of wands. The moon, the chariot. Both are water energy, right? The chariot is water energy, right? The chariot, the moon, three of wands. The god of hope, three. Construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversaries. I don't know, are you afraid of something? Something's blocking you? It's funny because I think last night Eminem was in my dream and I was talking to him, whatever. But then when I left and I came back, he had left. So I was like, oh man, what do you call it? He's a Libra. That's why I bring him up. I think, right? Let me see. That was weird because it was like I don't know if he was doing like a meet and greet at some place, and I was like, oh, like I didn't even know he was gonna be there. It was just like I was just at this place and he was there. I don't know if I wanted to show him music or something, but when I left and came back, he had already left. So I don't know what the message was in that, right? But I'm just sharing that with you because he's a Libra. So I don't know. Let's see. So what is it about this fame thing? What advice do you have for Libra? Two of Swords. Indecision. There's something you're in the that's what it is. Strategizing, choice, yes or no, options, confusion, avoidance. So you're being making oh look, and that's a Libra too, right? So you're being indecisive. So what the hell? Libra? Don't be indecisive, right? Indecision. Indecision leads to no decision. I mean, I don't know why that popped in my head, right? Okay, so what else? Is that what it is? That's gonna be their obstacle to be decisive about something? If that's really what you want, the fame and this and that, you gotta decide, I guess. That's what they're saying. Okay. See? You gotta have this one, the pay, like you gotta be very like message of love, fantasy, pregnancy, surprise, and admire emotional. I feel like it's a message of love for what you want, right? I mean, since the first one came out with the fame thing, I don't know. I feel like maybe that's what you. I can't say Libras don't like attention, right? From all the ones I've known. So, I mean, if that is what you're searching for, the fame, you gotta be like, like that about it, right? Maybe that's what you're looking for in life. High priestess. Oh. Is it on a spiritual path? That's a Taurus energy. Empath, secretive, all-knowing, hidden truths, metaphysical healer, unknown realms. Are you afraid of that? Right? Some people don't want to step into maybe you're meant to be on a spiritual path and I mean, yeah, I mean you had Michael, Gabriel, like maybe you're meant to be maybe it's not fame in like that, like the conventional way, but maybe it is on a spiritual path and that's gonna be your obstacle, right? A lot of people don't, they're afraid, right? They're afraid to step into who they are. Maybe that's what it is. All right, any other thing? Man, wow. Okay. I was hearing lazy Libra, so I don't know if that's coming from the spirit world or what, but this judgment one came out. Awakening, resurrection, reincarnation, reunion, shocking, ascension, rebirth. So I don't know what's going on with Libra that I feel like I feel like you know. I mean, that's why the high priestess came out. I feel like you're just, you know, look at that. S- See, I said I feel like and then this clarity, truth, enlightenment, communication, and formation, new idea, vision, expansion. Feel like you know. So you just gotta make a choice, right? The two of swords indecision, right? That's gonna be your obstacle, right? And we're talking like, yeah, this is more of a long-term reading, right? This isn't like this is what we're stepping into, right? In this age of Aquarius. Maybe you were always meant to be on a more enlightened path, right? But however, right? No matter where you go, I feel like if you're an enlightened person, maybe you could change the area around you, right? Like how it said, what did it say about commerce or something? Maybe you're meant to change things. Maybe you're meant for more than you know. Or maybe you do know deep inside, but you're being however you're being, right? You're being however you're being for some reason. Influence and influences commerce. Maybe you're an influencer. Duh, right? Maybe you're an influencer. Influence commerce, right? Obviously, you start trends, this and that, or that's what, and something you're not stepping out of your comfort zone, maybe, you know? Maybe that's what it is. Felt something right here. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that has a spiritual meaning, but almost like right here. I don't know if it was a pain or just like a feeling. Why right here? You have a piercing here or something like that? There's something right here. A tattoo right here, piercing, something. It was weird to feel that pressure right there. That was weird. So hopefully no one punched you right there or something, right? Because or you're over there punching me through the screen or something. Oof. Look, 11th house, the edge. Hmm. Look at the telescope. See, maybe you look at there's an astronaut too. Maybe you look at there's two people, right? Kissing. Friendship, group, creativity, community, humanity, hope, tribe, festivals, discoveries, common goals, startups, rebellion, experimentation, the future, right? It's talked about you kind of what is it? Controlling commerce. Maybe you are like a trendsetter and you're just not, that's gonna be your obstacle to I guess come out of your shell maybe. And that kind of gives me dragonfly vibes, those things behind the couple or people kissing, whatever. It doesn't have to be a couple, but like that, right? Transformation. The dragonfly could switch directions. I think them and the hummingbirds are the only ones that could switch every direction at a moment's notice, right? Like boom. So when you're ready, Libra. Okay, so I'll go into the anything from one of your ancestors, right? Oh, let me give it a good shuffle real quick. Let me give it a good shuffle. Whoa. Ofrenda. Ofrenda. Look at what is that? La Virgen on top. Man, during the Dia de los Muertos, when I went, they had the most beautiful community altar. It was like this, but a whole room and people, all these pictures of everyone's loved ones. Well, I put a video of it, right? I think I put a video on the channel right here on the shorts, right in the shorts. So I was just blown away, right? The energy in there was just the word magnificent popped in my head. So yeah, it was like magnificent. It was amazing. I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. But the energy, right? All the loved ones, like, oh, so much love in that room. It was just something else. Okay, so two, ofrenda. See, taste, touch, and feel your devotion. Death is our companion, our guide, our advisor. We look to her when we need a reminder of who and what is important in our life. What stories will your family tell about you when it comes time to place your photograph on the ofrenda? Grace Alvarez Sesma. Hmm, interesting, right? Message. Beloved, please know that the most challenging part of leaving the earth plane was knowing it would cause you pain. I pray that you will one day awaken to discover that although my physical being is no longer with you, my spirit, my soul, the true me is and always will be. I honor your grieving process and look forward to the day you accept the formless version of me as a valuable and viable ally. The best I can offer you at this moment is the hope that as you endeavor to resonate closer to my wavelength, we will resume communication, albeit in a new way. Just as you cherish special memories with me, I cherish those too and carry them with me on my invisible soul altar in the non-physical world. Oh, in the non-physical world, the memories become more vivid over time and create a parallel reality as alive as you are. It is appropriate to feel untethered during this time of loss. However, you don't have to carry this heaviness with you for the rest of your life. When you place a photograph of me or a physical item that was mine on your ofrenda, it gives your grief a place outside your body to honor me. When you create an altar, you'll discover it can alter your perception in a most magical way. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow. See, our ancestors were very wise. I like how it said it gives a place outside of you for the grief, right? So obviously it helps with the grief. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know. I kind of felt something, so I don't know if someone watching this did just lose someone. So obviously my heart goes out to anyone that even through all these readings, but anyone that lost someone recently, um, you know. So hopefully, these messages help. Mantra. So the mantra is my altered perspective allows me to remember my departed beloved and transform my sorrow into a work of heart, right? So basically transmuting that energy, right? So that's beautiful. So on that note, Libra, hopefully that helps and it'll be up. So if you ever need to come back to it, by all means. And on that note, I'll be going into who's next? Scorpio. The death, right? Pluto, right? So let's see. Scorpio. One message for Scorpio. Let me see. Let me see. So, okay. So let's start with the angels. Oh, almost left out a card and I want to make sure all the cards are in here. Wow, that was pretty okay, well I'm already on Scorpio, so I was gonna mention something else, but okay. So Scorpio, let's see what's gonna be your obstacle. What the angels gotta say to you. Whoa. Man, okay. I think they do want to talk. Cause I think I already know that. I feel like they already told me intuitively. Not intuitively, like they told me straight out. I heard, whoa. I heard exactly what they said, but let me see. Page of Pentacles. ESL Alel. ESIL. I don't know how you pronounce that. God sung above all. God sung above all. 13. Death. See? Scorpio death. Bam. Talk about synchronicities, right? 13 is the death card in the regular tarot, right? Page of Pentacles, 13. Loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliation. So are you having trouble being loyal, Scorpio? Loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliation. And I'm not going to say what they were telling me spiritually, right? But if that's what you're facing, then, you know, loyalty and allegiance. So I don't know, that's going to be your obstacle. It is what it is, right? Different people learn different lessons, right? In life, right? They learn. And I mean, if that's the lesson you had to learn about being loyal and having the allegiance, which I don't know, cause I thought Scorpios can be very protective and this and that over their family and loved ones and this and that. So I want to know I guess why loyalty and allegiance is gonna be an obstacle to Scorpio, because I had even heard something, right? So let's see, loyalty and allegiance. So what's up with that? Tell me why. Why did that come out? Clarify it. Whoa. See, collaboration, teamwork, dedication, project, relentless, determined to succeed. Loyalty. Maybe you start something with somebody and And it's being like, I don't know, maybe not abandoning ship, right? If you start, going to business with somebody, something, maybe that's what it is, a project, relentless, right? Being determined to succeed. Okay, what else? What else? Is that what it's about? These upcoming Nine of Cups, Pisces. Wish granted, luxury, harmony, good fortune, success, security, blessings, abundance. Wow. Nine of Cups. So maybe that, right? And being loyal, there's like a reward for it, right? Success, security, blessings, abundance, good fortune, you know? I mean, hey, wow. Hey, that's what they're saying, right? If that's a challenge for you to be loyal, then that's what your obstacle is, right? So it's on you. It's like if that's what you're aiming for, but you can't do the other, then what can I say, right? Hey, I'm just a messenger, so don't be mad at me. So anything else? Anything else that Scorpio has to know, right? I don't know why I said that, just because I guess the 13th was death. All right. So let me see. Anything else? Anything else for Scorpio? Damn, okay. Yeah, well, she looks all happy. Messages, Eight of Wands, right? Sagittarius energy. Messages, communication, social media, fast, quick, karma, fast moving, positive news. So maybe that, right? See, the success, loyalty has good karma, I guess. Messages, quick communication, positive news. I don't know. And social media could be maybe you're doing something with social media. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see with the astrology. Let's see what the astrology cards have to say. All right. Astrology. Astrology. Let me see. Okay. That a card flew out, but for Scorpio. Scorpio. Astrology. Do the astrology cards have anything to say, or I don't know. Nothing's coming out for the astrology deck. Let me see. All right. You're gonna be lucky then, Scorpio. These want to come out, so I'm gonna use this the sacred forest. Did I pull any other ones out? Just so gotta make sure they're all here. Because I don't think the astrology one wants to talk right now, so which is interesting. Any messages from the sacred forest? No, that's it. Or did Scorpio get mad because the message? It wasn't me. It's the spirit. Let me see. Yeah, no sacred forest. All right. So the ancestors then. That's it. See what the ancestors gotta say. Your ancestors, right? So your ancestors are obviously gonna have a message for you, right? I know you haven't made them mad, right? I know you have not made your ancestors mad, right? So any loved ones that want to say something to Scorpio. Oof. There we go. Damn, I told you. See, you got loved ones. It almost looks like what does it say? Corona de Flores. Wow, look at Corona de Flores. Let me see. Number 12. 12. Was a good number. I think of it kind of like a completion too. 12. Emerge into your full bloom glory. Wow, see? The light for life giver adorns us. All the flower bracelets, your flowers are dancing. Our songs are strewn in this jewel house, this golden house. The flower tree grows and shakes, already it scatters. The quetzal breathes honey. You have transformed into a flower tree. You have emerged. You bend and scatter. You have appeared before God's face as multicolored flowers. Nezahualcoyotl. I know that was like an emperor or in the it wasn't the Aztec. It was like the neighbors to the Aztec Empire kingdom, or it was next door. I forgot, but you could look them up. Nezahualcoyotl, which means fasting coyote, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's who it is. My love, you've chosen this card because it is time to recognize how far you've come. On your journey of loss and gain, heartbreak and pain, and ultimately wisdom, you have elevated to spiritual royalty. Take a deep breath and let yourself step into the role of king, queen, prince, or princess. You don't have to wait for a formal coronation, orchestra, or red carpet to usher you into your enlightenment. Feel the crown of your head buzzing as the roof of your mind lifts, and you feel me communicating with you. This card invites you to raise all you've learned and earned, including your heartache, to the level of art. It's normal to value the vibrant, blossoming buds over the milky, dank undersoil it takes to grow them. But you know that without the gestation in the spaces we can't see, there would be no lilies, roses, lilacs, or marigolds to adorn your hair and beautify your altar in the light of day. Take heart in knowing I am with you, loving you, supporting you, uplifting you through all your phases and stages, especially those in which you can't see or feel me. All your phases and stages, like they say, Scorpio is one of the few or only signs that has like seven transformations if they get to that point, right? If you graduate through your many death and rebirths, that it has seven, right? And the last one is the phoenix, right? The phoenix. The six is the eagle, and then the seventh is the phoenix, right? Mantra. I allow my mind like a flower to open to the wisdom of the heavens, so that my grief might become the rich soil wherein grows the garden of my new bond with my beloved. And I like what it said too about, see, knowing that is not just about all the flowers, that all that the stuff underneath, right? What people think of as dirt and this and that, and inside is where all this is growing, right? That's from where the flower comes. So, I think the sign of Scorpio knows that, right? Like it can go to dark places, and hopefully it emerges as the flowers. And according to your ancestors, they feel that you've graduated, right? So, why it's an obstacle, only you know, right, Scorpio? If maybe there's habits that you need a break or something like that. And so, but I mean, your ancestors are seeing you very, so to them, they feel like you're ready, right? In other words, right? So I'll say that. And on that note, Scorpio, thank you for watching. And, it'll be here for the next 20 years, I guess, right? Okay, so on that note, let's go to the next one. So now I am going to start. Let me see. Let me see. Sagittarius, which are we ending Scorpio? I think we were still in Scorpio, huh? So happy birthday, Scorpios, before I start Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Scorpios. And happy birthday, Sagittarius, right? Because we're about to go into Sagittarius and what the angels have to say to you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Yeah. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, here we go. is gonna be your obstacle, Sagittarius? What is gonna be your obstacle? What is gonna be your obstacle? According to the angels, Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Look at that. The world. Damn, Sagittarius, what's going on? That might be look at the I hope they don't that's just the fountain of wisdom gives success in all ventures. Looking at the world, right? I don't know if I need to cover that. The little kid or what? Cherubim. Just want to show that. It's very mathematical. God, the source of wisdom, the world, fountain of wisdom. Give success in all ventures. I don't even see like an obstacle there. What's the obstacle? Let's see another for Sagittarius. Maybe because it's gonna be your birthday. They're like, we're gonna say something good to Sagittarius. They don't have obstacles. Everything's good. Oh well, I mean, Sagittarius is supposed to be optimistic, right? So maybe that's what it is. It's like, the world, we got everything. Oof. Easy Sagittarius.